The Word became flesh. He's fully human and fully divine. He's accessible. He's available to us. But it's much more than that when it means that He dwelt among us. Hebrews chapter 2:14 says this, "Since therefore the children share in the flesh and blood, He Himself," speaking of Jesus, "likewise partook of the same things, that through death He might destroy the one who has the power of death, that is, the devil. He became like us." In other words, He identifies completely with us, with sinners like us. Amazing that He does that. He identifies completely with us. He was fully human. Some people say, well, He wasn't. There's a lot of heresies. And again, that's where a lot of the creeds come from. The confessions address these heresies and make corrections from them. But some people say, oh, He's like Superman, right? He's not quite human. Yeah, He is, but He's not really. He's not. He's not like a Superman. He is fully human. Like, think about even Superman from us growing up when we were younger. Not the newer Superman guy, but faster than a speeding bullet, able to leap tall buildings and see bound, stronger than a locomotive or whatever that is, all those things. You know, he looks like him, but he's more than that. And Superman was an alien, right? He wasn't human. He was from another planet. Jesus is fully human. Okay? He was born of a woman. He was raised as a child. He got hungry. He ate. He slept. He wept. He got tired. He bled. He was tempted in every single way like we are, except without sin. He could sympathize with us. He knows what's going on. He can empathize with our situation. But most of all, and here's what's so important, don't miss this, He can represent us perfectly. Do you know that? Do you know you need a perfect representative before God in order to come into the presence of God? That's why Christ came. That's why He became like one of us. We need a perfect representative to pay the penalty that we deserve. He dwelt among us, man. He put on the flesh. Why? To pay the penalty that we deserve. Do you see the love in that? Do you see the grace in that and the mercy in that? He came and dwelt among us to do for us that which we can never do for ourselves. Do you know what's required of you to get to heaven? Keep the law perfectly. Can you do that? Tell me one time. Tell me one day where you haven't sinned. In your mind, at least, think of a sinful thought. Ever? Today? Maybe? Say something not in accord with Scripture? Do something you know is wrong? One time, that's all it takes. Right? You want that? You want that challenge? See, we could not do that. We can't obey perfectly. That's the standard because God is holy. He won't accept anything less. It's a perfect standard of righteousness. Try it. Don't. You can't do it. Many of us have tried, right? I'm not that bad. I'm pretty good. Not good enough. Jesus is the perfect representative.